President Zelensky, saying Secretary of State Blinken and
right now, and it could be you. Everybody stand up.
Welcome back, Celebrity Family Feud, everybody. Give me...
Isn't everything I've done not enough for you? Yes! It will never be enough! Look at you! You're always getting fired from a job! How can you support us? Your family! If things are going to be like this all the time, you are not going to be successful! How about you? Is it always my fault? You, on the other hand, did nothing to help our family! Stop, Anne!
There are stories and learnings behind everyone's success, and all of this knowledge adds up to one's life endeavor. In today's episode, let's take a look at what's significant in the field of business, especially in terms of their way of communication. I am Mel Pangchaco, here in this episode entitled Business in the Real World. Business communication refers to the process of conveying information to users both inside and outside of a company. The majority of modern organizations are large and have several layers of management. Companies have several rules and laws that must be communicated to various levels within and outside the firm. Communication is crucial in ensuring that information flows easily and correctly across these organizations. Oral and written communication are two options for business communication. Speeches, interviews, and meetings are examples of formal oral communication. Written business communication, on the other hand, may be communicated through manuals, agendas, and reports. Business writing is a type of writing that is used in a professional setting. It is a purposeful piece of writing that conveys relevant information to the reader in a clear, concise, and effective manner. Additional to it includes client proposals, reports, memos, and emails. Let's hear from one of the Philippines' most well-known businesswomen, Ann Tan, together with her husband, Lawrence Tan, who is also a businessman, to learn more about this.
We all have our goals and aspirations in life, and in order to make them come true, we start from the bottom as we strive upwards. And in the past years, I received many discouragements from the people around me, but that did not stop me to thrive more in the field of business until I became successful. Currently, I am the one that handles the Hello Trading, a large furniture company. I also met there my husband, Lawrence, and together we learned a lot of new things. As I've said, in life we start from the bottom to upward. And like in communication, we also make use of these paths of the message so that we can convey our thoughts to the right audience efficiently. To discover more about what's in the field of business, let me share to you what I've learned along our journey. One of these is the direction or flow of communication in an organization. The internal flow includes of three types. Let me discuss to you the first two, and I will leave the remaining one for my husband to explain. The size, nature, and structure of the organization dictate which direction most of the information flows. When we are starting our firm, the information tends to flow horizontally. This is also common in informal firms. That is why the first direction is the horizontal or lateral flow of communication. I experienced this when I am working with a 4-member team.
We will present this to the other teams as this product launch event can help our business to gain more attention.
This happened when I am communicating with my co-team members to look after corporate events in our organization. Our team discusses, brainstormed, and collaborate on potential ideas to make this success. Thus, horizontal communication involves the exchange of information across departments at the same level in an organization. Other examples that reflects this includes communication between peers, between managers at same levels, or between any horizontally equivalent organizational member. This flow is time-saving. It facilitates coordination of the task and can be used for resolving conflicts of a department with another department. It occurs formally in meetings, presentations, and formal electronic communication, and informally in other, more casual exchanges within the office. Sometimes, this communication fails simply because organization members are unwilling to expend the additional effort needed to reach out beyond their immediate team. I also experienced this. A pleasant day. Did you approve of our proposal?
We disagree.
What? Why?
It is just a waste of money and time for our business.
But
Aw, you really have an inspiring story to tell. If the first flow is horizontal, what about the second one?
if we have formal conversations, of course, informal conversations are also associated. That is why the second flow or direction is called the informal or grapevine communication. Communication held without following a recommended structure in an organization is informal communication. So, grapevine communication can be described as a casual and unofficial communication system within the organization. Last night was a mess.
That is true. I didn't expect that the boss will suddenly change the company policy. I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah! What about the promotion of Bea?
OMG. I didn't expect that too. It is like the boss is ignoring the promotion of other employees, like us.
Right? This conversation should be carried over to our lunch later. Agree?
Yes, girl. This will be a big rumor in the whole company.
When I was still an employee, conversation and rumors like that cannot be avoided in the workplace. It is referred to as grapevine because it is impossible to determine the beginning and finish of the communication. With this, there's an indefinite chain of command through which information flows. The conversation is relatively open and unconfined. It may also increase efficiency and productivity as it increases motivation by creating more employee empowerment in the workplace. It can be single chain or group chain that spreads like a fire like during lunch meetings. Sometimes, these gossips have negative impact as these messages can be falsehoods or just sensitive information being released in appropriate way. That is why from that experience, being an employee, I learned that spreading falsehood information should be avoided, especially in the workplace.
That's nice learnings and experiences. We know that we are down to the last flow or direction that will be discussed by your husband. Mr. Lawrence, how are you?
Hello, Miss Mel. I am happy and contented with our current life. Like my wife, before coming in a higher position, I also experience different conversations with the people that are on the same level as mine. But as I thrive more to become the boss, these conversations or flow also upgrades. To continue with the flow or direction of communication, let me share to you the last one, which is the vertical flow. Vertical communication follows a linear system where information flows from one person to the next based on their titles. It has two types. First is the upward communication. As I become the boss, Lower level employees report to me.
Sir, here's our proposal for the latest project. Attached also with that is the progress report of our department. About the schedule concern.
When they also share information to me as their boss, it also includes the budget estimates and the suggestion for improvements. Upward communication is the information moving from lower level up to the higher level position in an organization. It provides feedback on how well the organization is functioning. The subordinates use upward communication to convey their problems and performances to their superiors. It is where they share their views and ideas to participate in the decision making process. This communication leads to a more committed and loyal workforce in an organization because the employees are given a chance to raise and speak the satisfaction issues to the higher levels. The managers like me get to know about the employees' feelings towards their jobs, peers, supervisors, and organization in general. Managers can thus accordingly take actions for improving things. Other examples of these includes grievance redressal system, complaint and suggestion box, job satisfaction, employee attitude surveys, and letters from employees.
Dear CEO, I have been reflecting on the recent board meeting. We were all encouraged by the third quarter revenue numbers and the improving forecast for the year. The stabilization of our gross margin, despite the price cuts, speaks well of your latest cost reduction initiatives. On the whole, I think we can safely assume we've weathered the current storm. However, while we can all be grateful for the recent signs of an upturn in our performance, I suspect the next year or two will hold many challenges.
To improve upward communication, as the boss, I am always mentally prepared to listen to opinions, make decisions based on suggestions from the staff, and listen to the grapevine to get information about the mood and biases of the staff members.
That's good to hear, Mr. Lawrence. I think that is also one of the reasons why you succeed in this field. You are open to your employees and other staffs. So now we are on the second type of vertical communication, right?
Yes, and it's what we call the downward communication. It happens when I, as their boss, shares information with them who are in the lower level position in the company, like the supervisor, department head, and employees. Dear employees, as the end of the year approaches, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for such a huge effort in 2019. It has been a year with many ups and downs, and we have all done extremely well. I would like to invite all of you to attend a general meeting on Saturday, 16th November 2019 at 3 p.m. through a Zoom meeting. With this link, I would like to discuss some of the company's achievements throughout the year. I also have some other exciting news to announce. Please respond to me to confirm you will be attending. Thanks. Lawrence Tan of Hello Trading.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our meeting. To start with the announcement, I'm happy to let you know that Erica David has accepted our job offer and will join the team as a quality insurance supervisor on December 10th. We are convinced that she will add another layer of success to our quality effort.
Hi everyone, I'm looking forward to collaborate with all of you.
Downward communication flows from a higher level to his or her subordinates. This communication also delivers information that helps to update the workforce about key organizational changes, new goals, or strategies, provide performance feedback at the organizational level, coordinate initiatives, present official policy, or improve worker moral or consumer relations. It is also shown when company leaders and managers share information with lower level employees, unless requested as part of the message. The senders do not usually expect or particularly want to get a response. And that's all the flow or direction of communication in an organization that we have learned in our journey as a part of the business field.
That's a lot of information, Mr. and Mrs. Tan. We learned that communication really does play a vital role in a business organization, for it affects interpersonal relationships, attitude, proactivity, and affection towards the company, fellow employees, and executives. Through this, we are also motivated that being on the downward side is not a disadvantage, but rather gives us hope that we can also strive to be on top and be successful like the both of you. Thank you for your learnings and experiences. Again, I am Mel Pangchoco, saying, there is hope, now, tomorrow, and forever.
Are you in the business field? So, let's remember these basic parts of a business letter. We hope that this can help you in writing any types of business letter. So, let's start. First is the heading and date. Heading and date. Heading, date, heading, date. Heading, date, heading, date. Heading and the date on top of the letter. Heading, date, heading, date. Heading, date, heading, date. Heading and the date on top of letter. Third is the inside address. This is placed at the left-hand margin at approximately 4 or 5 single spaces below the date. Next is salutation. It serves as a greeting for the addressee. Use colon instead of comma. Inside address and salutation. Third is the inside address. Third is the inside address. Next is the greeting salutation. Heading, date, inside address. Heading, date, inside address. And the salutation. Next is the body. This is the message of the letter. It has 3 parts: opening, body, and closing. Next is the complimentary close. This serves to end the message just as goodbye serves to end the conversation. Last part is the signature. This contains the name of the writer. There are 2 types of signature: company and individual responsibility. Signature block consists of 3, 4, and 5 lines for company, while individual responsibility contains 2, 3, and 4 lines. Body close and signature, body close and signature, body close and the signature. Heading, date, inside address, salutation, body close, and the signature, basic parts of letter. So now, we completed the basic parts of a business letter. We hope that this can help you. See ya!
A great way to challenge yourself to improve in your career is by working toward and receiving a promotion. To move up the ladder to the next step in your career, you have to prove to decision makers and leaders that you are ready and deserving enough to take more responsibilities. This evening, let us get to know the story of Rizel, an employee of Lola Remedios company, and how she managed her own career path by seeking the promotion that she had been hoping for.
Sir, I have finished all the paperwork and organized the files that you have asked me to do. I have also scheduled the 3 p.m. appointment for later. I also summarized the database needed for the video conference tomorrow. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Wow, you are indeed diligent and persevering. I think you are now ready for a new challenge.
Really, sir? Actually, I was thinking of writing a promotion request letter since I have been working really hard for the past 2 years.
Well then, go for it. Start writing one for the Human Resources Department. I am sure they will consider giving you that promotion.
Thank you so much, sir. I should start writing a promotion request letter if I want to be a candidate for a promotion. What I have learned from my college years is that a business request letter is a type of letter one sends in the course of their work to request something from another business. It must be simple, clear, and concise, or I might be writing a persuasive letter to encourage the recipient to take a certain action. A business request letter is like any other business letter that I might send and often should be printed on the company letterhead so that it looks official. It should include any information necessary for the person that I am contacting to respond to me. Now, let me start off with the date, the name of the recipient, company, subject, and a greeting.
Date: April 12, 2022. From Jasmine Rizel C. Pineda. To the Human Resource Manager of Lola Remedios Company, 10th Avenue, Unisite Subdivision, City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Subject: Promotion Request Letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I would like to bring you to notice that I have been working at your firm for the past 2 years as an administrative assistant. During this time, I have worked earnestly for achieving the highest profits of our firm. My diligence has been awarded previously as I received the Employee of the Year Award in 2021. With all the knowledge, experience, and know-how of how things work here at Lola Remedios Company, I request you to kindly promote me to the position of Senior Executive Assistant. I assure you that I completely understand the responsibilities of this position, and I promise that I will prove to be the righteous choice for our firm. Looking forward to a positive response. Thank you in advance. Regards, Jasmine Rizel C. Pineda,
Administrative Assistant of Lola Remedios Company. Done. I really hope that they will give me this promotion since I believe that I have been a consistent high performer and a valuable asset to the company for years.
From that letter, it paved way for my career to upgrade. It also allowed me to take on new responsibilities and tasks that challenge me to grow in my career. I also hope if there are people who are afraid to take risks like me in writing the letter, I advise them to take a step and believe in yourself. From that, let yourself grow from your environment and learnings that are up in your way. Love, Zen. Business letter comes in 2 types, and one of it is the letter of request. Letter of request may come in different form. It may be in the form of interview request letter, customer feedback request, request for a letter of recommendation, pay raise request letter, and many more. In the story of Rizel, we have discovered that one form of business request letter is the promotion request letter. We also saw how it was written and its contents. We hope that the viewers can learn from her experience and her way of writing the letter. As she said, take a step and believe in yourself. As a way of gratitude to you for our 20th anniversary celebration, everyone who participates in the textbook's Title Mo promo can win 10,000 weekly, and in addition, can have a chance to win an additional 20,000 pesos at the end of the month. To join, just text MMK space title of the story and send to 2366. Thank you very much, Kapamilya, for your support to MMK.
Do you want to win a 10,000 cash prize and a Wawa Win jacket? Join me as I perform this song. You must take note of the parts that I will mention as I sing. These parts are the optional or miscellaneous part of a business letter. I repeat, take note and remember the parts and send this to 2366. Are you ready? DJ, play the beat.
Aside from basic ones, letters have other parts. But these are optional, let us check one by one. First is the attention line that can be found below address. This is where we specify office recipient. Optional parts may or may not be included. Optional parts, attention line and subject line. The subject line lets you know the purpose of the letter. Optional parts may or may not be included. Optional parts like typist initials. You write them when someone else type for you. Aside from basic ones, letters have other parts. We also have enclosures and courtesy copies. First is for the documents that is attached to the letter. We'll see, so list down your fellow recipients. Optional parts may or may not be included. Optional parts, enclosures and CC and double script, where you can add some of the forgotten things. Optional parts may or may not be included. Optional parts like the indication line. This is where you may write down sincerely yours.
So now, to recall the details, to repeat the song, play it again in your memory. I'll be waiting for your responses. Simply text it to 2366 for a chance to win many of the prizes. This is your Kuya Will. Till next time.
The difficulties of a job search are universal, and that begs the question, just why is it hard to find a job? It can be disheartening not to see results from all the hard work. For the next story this evening, let us take a look at the story of Joshua, a job applicant, of how he did not give up to get the job position in his dream company.
Dear Charo,
Hey, don't you think it's time for you to utilize the skills that you have worked so hard for?
of course I do. I'm finally a licensed CPA. There is this company that I really want to work for, but I'm scared to be rejected because I only want to work and succeed there. It's my dream company.
Being scared is a good thing. It means that you care. What you need to do now is to send a business inquiry letter to see if there is a vacancy.
Thank you, you're right. I'm going to work on that business inquiry letter now to let them know I'm interested in working for them.
I need to do this perfectly to make an impression. From what I know, a business inquiry letter is a type of business letter written to communicate with the business organization to ask for information about specific jobs, products, or services. It is written in a formal business letter format and should be straightforward, compact, and precise. Inquiring about job vacancy, it is a must to start the letter with a professional but friendly tone. Well then, I should keep this in mind to properly construct my letter. Date, April 12, 2022. From Joshua Wahe. To the Human Resource Manager of Lola Remedios Company, 10th Avenue, Uniside Subdivision, City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Subject, Job Inquiry Letter. Dear Sir, I am writing to inquire about job vacancies in your company in the position of an accountant. I am very motivated, ambitious, and eager to showcase my skills to the best of my abilities. I hold a degree in BS Accountancy from the University of the Assumption and have worked for more than 3 years as a bookkeeper. I have conducted more than 10 hours of business-specific research for a pharmaceutical company and made recommendations that were adopted by partners. I believe I can make a difference and induce momentum into your team. I am confident in my abilities and I can already visualize my contribution to the success of your organization. You can find more about me and my qualifications in the enclosed resume. Hope to meet you soon. Yours truly, Joshua Wahe. Whew. Finally, I'm done. I hope there's a vacancy. I'm excited to work and show them what I can do.
At first, I was always rejected in every company I am applying, but I didn't stop there. As I was searching for jobs, I also continued to improve my skills and expertise until I found the best option in the best company. I also hope if there are people who are tired of repeated rejections, just continue to do your best and do not give up until you find what's best for you. At the right time, in the right place. Love, Joshua. The second type of business letter is the letter of inquiry. From the story of Joshua, we've learned that this letter is written for communication between two organizations or persons belonging to two different organizations. We also learned the contents of it and how it should be written. Again, the two types of business letters are the letters of inquiry and letters of request. To the viewers, I hope it has marked in your mind as you may also use these writing experiences and format associated with your current position in life or job. Since we are in the topic of business letter writing, let me share to you what I have noticed in their letters. There is what we call letter layouts. Different types of letter writing follow certain formats which have been established over the years. Letter formats are applicable from large to formal type of letters. Informal letters do not require a certain pattern of writing and can be written in any number of ways. But for professional correspondence to have a clean, polished look, there are types of letter layouts that people follow. First is the full block layout. This was reflected on the two letters we have encountered in the story of Rizel and Joshua. Full block style features the entire text justified to the left. Instead of paragraph indentions, the paragraphs are separated by double space that you include by striking the return key twice in your computer. It has a neat and simple appearance.
The full block style business letter layout is more popular than other business letter templates, and given the option, it is the one that most people prefer to use. Full block style business letters have a formal look. However, they can be used in any business situation. If you are looking for a single format that will work well in every situation, this is a good one to use.
Next layout is the modified block layout. Modified block differs from the block style in that the date, sign-off, and signature lines begin at the center point of the page line.
Beginning of each paragraph is indented 5 spaces, along with the subject line if used. Depending on the length of the letter, paragraphs may be separated by a single or double line space. The modified block style business letter is the second most popular layout. It has a clean, traditional look with your company's return address, the date, the closing, and the signature line being started at the center point of the page. All other elements including inside address, greeting, body, and enclosures notation are left justified, and paragraphs are followed by either double or triple spacing. Like the margins on a full block style business letter, the margins of the modified block style business letter layout are set to 1 to 1 1/4 inches.
For the last layout, it is called the semi-block layout. Semi-block is similar to full block but has a more informal appearance. All elements are left aligned except for the beginning of each paragraph, which is indented 5 spaces.
Paragraphs are separated by a double-line space. The semi-block format business letter is a little less formal than the block format letter and slightly more formal than the modified block format letter. It works well in almost all situations and is a good choice if you find yourself on the fence about which format to use.
In today's episode, we did not only learn about the types of letters but also discovered the letter layouts. We hope that this can also help you in the field where you are in. In the corporate world, we also learned a lot of life lessons. Remember to return to the lessons you have learned in the past. This will be the key to moving forward and living a successful life. I am Charo Burritos that reminds you, you are the hero in the story of your life.